Welcome to a new edition of Person to Person. Today's guest is an experienced Spanish teacher who has pushed the envelope by bringing the students to a total immersion of Nicaragua and by giving them a lifetime lesson not only about the language, but most importantly on how to absorb the culture. Now I would like for you to meet our guest today, Angelise Dam.
Hello, how are you?
Thank you for joining us today. So Ms. Dam, why did you decide to choose Nicaragua as the first place to go?
Well, Norwalk has a sister city in Nicaragua. It's called Nagarote. It's a small town northwest of Managua, about 45 miles. And I have been working for this organization, the Sister City Project of Norwalk in Nagarote in Nicaragua for the past 14 years. So it was a logical place to go and help. Also, Nicaragua is the poorest country, is the poorest speaking, Spanish-speaking country in Latin America. So that was the reason why we decided to go there.
When was the first time you ever actually got to visit Nicaragua?
The first time I visited Nicaragua was right after Hurricane Mitch, and I believe it was in '89. And it was right after the hurricane.
Must have been very devastating to see all of that.
Well, we heard, because we are in contact with the people in Nagarote, that the Lake Nicaragua have flooded all neighborhoods and the houses were destroyed, and a lot of the people were having problems with health and with drinking water because all the wells were flooded. And so we did some fundraising to send money to help, with medicine and clean water and so on.
So that's how you helped the people in Nicaragua, and that's mainly why you went down there, am I right?
Right. Then for the spring break, a group of students from NCC decided to go and help. And so we did go to spend the spring break in Nagarote.
Okay, so we also had a chance to interview Chris Hancock, who was also present on the trip with you. Let's see what he had to say.
Because in high school and middle school, I did wood shop. I built sets for the plays, so I really like building things and working with my hands. And they wanted to build a playground for these kids at their little school area. I thought that was a great idea. We get to design something from scratch. It'll be our design. We've got all the supplies. It'll be a lot of fun. I can do this. This isn't going to be like typical grunt work that I could do in my backyard. This will really make an impact. I'll really do something for someone else that they can really appreciate and they'll get a lot of fun out of. And even if they don't remember me, I know that I did something for someone else that made such a huge impact. She was just incredibly patient and a nice woman and friendly to everyone and very open-minded and optimistic. No matter what happens, she would always look for the brighter side of things.
Okay, so you mentioned the second trip. How was the second trip like?
Well, the second trip, a group of students, my daughter was in Darien High School and she was a junior, and a group of students wanted to go to Nicaragua and do a project. So again, we did some fundraising, and there was a program from the World Relief Fund to start a program in Nagarote to feed the children, and they needed a dining room and a kitchen to prepare the food and to serve the food to the children. And so we did some fundraising and we went there and built the dining room, the kitchen, and also a playground for the children. So that was our second project in Nagarote.
A playground, that must have been fun to build a playground and kitchen.
Yeah, it was, all the young, we have professional people that told us, how to mix the cement and how to put the tile or the bricks, but, it was very hard work, but it was fun.
Yeah, got down and dirty. So how long was your stay in Nicaragua and who'd you stay with?
And the second time, we were there for 12 days, and we stayed with the families in the little barrio, the neighborhood where the comedor was going to be built and where the playground was going to be built. And each one of the students stayed with a different family.
Nice. So what were the type of activities that you and your students were able to experience in Nicaragua?
Well, the second time, well, every time we have gone, besides helping the people, we always had fun activities in the afternoon. Like we went to the beach with the kids from the school in Nicaragua. We went to visit, museums to see the volcanoes. So in every trip we did, we had some fun activities. We did a baseball game with the kids. We had a dance. So it was always, activities, fun activities going on. We visited some of the schools and helped the children taught some English and some for the preschool and for some of the first grade courses. So, there were all kinds of activities. We were busy all the time.
Keep them busy. Very nice. So do you plan on taking this trip every year?
Well, if we have students that are interested in doing something like this, and if we have the support and from the college, and we probably, I don't know if I will be doing it, but I would like this tradition to continue, and maybe other Spanish teachers would like to do this too.
Oh, I think I might sign up. So please tell us about your most recent trip to Nicaragua, and which I believe was the last summer?
Yes.
Okay.
We went for 3 weeks.
Okay.
And we left on June 27 and we came back in July. And so we spent part of June and July in Nicaragua, and I took 9 students from NCC. These students all receive a scholarship from the foundation to help with the expenses of going to Nicaragua. And we had an immersion course that I designed while I was doing a fellowship at Yale University, and I designed this course, which was about Nicaragua, the Nicaragua history, the literature, the culture, and it was a wonderful experience for the students because they got to live the culture and experience the culture, and they learn how to dance, they learn how to cook Nicaraguan, so and also the language. They were staying with families. Each one of them stayed with a different family. We had the classes in the open air, and there in some of the pictures you see the students doing a service learning project with the plant trees and with the paint 2 of the schools and fix up the playground that we built when I went with the Darien group. We fixed up the swings and painted the playground fence, and so it was a wonderful experience. We visited many of the places in Nicaragua, like the little towns and, again, the volcanoes, the beach, and so on.
Sounds like a lot of hard work, but, at least you've mixed in with fun.
Yes,
Sounds
we did.
good.
Yes.
So today we met someone who shared with us their incredible experience in Nicaragua. She also plans to continue her remarkable journey in helping people in their sister city. I would like to thank our guest today, Angelise Dam, for joining us. Thank you so much.
You are welcome.
We hope you enjoyed meeting Angelise. We shared with her astonishing journey through teaching Spanish and helping others in a third world country. We hope you will continue watching Person to Person, and thank you so much for joining us today's edition of Person to Person. Thank you and have a good day. College presents Person to Person. This has been a Norwalk Community College student production. Good. Very nice. Very good job.